Wait for my stuff. Okay, I'm live.
All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Another edition of Flying with the Monkeys. Tonight we are doing a little bit more of our VA Caribbean tour. Let's see. Oh, I lost the page now. We are going from, I was going to say the airports, but I got off of that page when we were looking for some other stuff. But we're going to start by going from MYGF to MYAW. We are flying the A2A Cessna 182. Usual suspects tonight, Mr. MoonDog 88.
Hello.
Draco 411.
Hello.
Andrew's flying with us tonight.
What up?
And yeah, and Vado, I see you there. Let's see. I typed that in wrong when I set it up instead of, oh, you did both ways with the add-ons. I don't know why it didn't do that. I just set that up right before the stream. So I'll have to work on that a little bit.
And because Zig was really trying to do this, it's Grand Bahama International Airport's where we're leaving from, going to Abaco Walker Airport, and then from Abaco to Marsh Harbor International Airport. We have a chance, and we'll leave into a third one, which we don't have set up yet. Well, we don't have it all the way set up. It would be from Marsh Harbor to Great Harbor Cay Airport. So that would be the three if we do all three.
And so I guess, Vado, you downloaded the Join FS, but you can't figure out how it works. I'll go over it real quick. If you've got it open, you need to go to your file pull down there, and no, where is it? You need to go to View and go to View Hubs, and you need to join Digital Theme Park. That's the one we are usually on. Let me know if you find that. The other thing you need to do is go to your file pull down and do scan for models, and it'll put all the models of the airplanes that you have installed in there. And that's really about it.
Yo, quantity 20. That's off. Enunciator panel check. Everything lights up. Good there. Cow flaps open. Flaps extended.
Throwing the passengers in the back row.
I already got everybody on my plane. While that's doing that, elevator set for takeoff.
Yeah, there's those two buttons on there, Vado. There's a create button and a join button, but you need to go to the view,
Master switch on.
the view menu, pull down and view hubs. And in there you can join the digital theme park.
Double check everything. Nope, get out of there.
Oh, I need to start the A cars.
Yeah, well, I do too.
Yep, I actually got that one.
Start flight. All right, everything looks good there. Nothing broken. Oh, wrong way. I wish this wouldn't shove you right up into the plane every single time you.
Occasionally, but not usually, Vado.
There we go. Alright, that looks good.
Check the stuff.
No, it's usually 9 o'clock. Sometimes MoonDog will stream on the weekends. I'll be streaming more on the weekends probably once I get some my basement project finished.
Sure there's nothing there. Looks
Got a
good.
quick walk around.
Yep.
Good night, Vado. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit.
Thanks for stopping
Appreciate
in.
it.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Andrew won't. We're going to kick him out of the room here in about 10 minutes.
Yep. Bye, guys.
No particular reason that I'm being a jerk tonight.
Oh, I thought it was my night.
No, it's my night tonight. Again.
You're no fun, MoonDog. You never let me be a jerk.
Well, I've been told I'm the mean one. No, wait a minute. I'm the nice one.
Yeah.
No. Luggage is stored. It's off. That, yep. Okay, we're good. Back to inside.
It's all set.
So we're good
Auto
with the
correct.
walk around.
Mixture out. Prop control in. Master switch on. The bacon light on.
Somebody say bacon?
Cow flaps
No,
open.
beacon. Beacon.
I said bacon.
You said bacon? Okay.
Yeah. Aha.
Taxing in my the Cessna seems so slow.
Flaps open.
Pump off.
Fill out their contact.
Oh, come on. If I could ever get this plane started on the first try.
You know what? I didn't do a flight plan.
Okay. Let's take a look here.
What did I do wrong?
Engine flooded. Of course it is.
Did you just do direct? Probably, yeah, because it's so close.
I did VOR, but there is no VORs.
Okay.
Why is this thing?
Battery voltage low.
Good, that didn't freak out the plane.
Battery is. Well, yeah, it's weak because I was.
There we go. Get that engine rolling a little bit there.
You know what helps? Turning the fuel valve on so that it's on both.
You know what else helps? Not flooding your engine.
Yeah, well, that will definitely help. Pressure's coming up, yes. Yes. Temperature's good, pressure's good, temps are rising. So,
Alright, check oil pressure. Engine temperature's coming up nicely. Oil temperature's fine. Oil pressure's fine. Amps are in the positive.
What direction were we going? North?
Oh,
north,
Yeah, northeast.
east, yeah.
Okay.
About
Well,
a
you
heading of
guys are-
30 degrees, 45.
I'm going directly east.
Yeah, about 30 degrees. I was right to start with. Take off seatbelts.
Check.
Flight controls.
flight controls feel good.
Alright. Quantity, yeah, we're good. We're over 50.
Throttle up to 1800. Check magneto. That's all good. Throttle back down to idle. All right, let's get pressure. Gonna be 3021.
Did nothing. Set. Set. Flaps set. Yes.
That's all set. Okay, I'm good to go.
I just need to start doing my radio calls to let them know what I'm doing.
Yep, me too. Which way are we taking off?
I did north.
North, probably.
North is probably the correct way. I did an IFR.
I guess you guys are probably gonna get 06.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I'm taxing.
Well, I'm waiting another 4 minutes because takeoff time's supposed to be at 9 Zulu. 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes still early.
Well, technically we haven't taken off. We're just taxiing. So by the time we get and take off, it'll be time. If the VA has an issue with that, I'll just tell them. Isn't it bad for customer service to make to have the customers waiting?
They don't have an issue with that.
I'd rather take off early than late.
As long as all your passengers are there.
Yep,
Yeah.
all my passengers are here.
Whoa, who's that? Draco, was that you just flying right in front of me?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I only started taxiing 2 minutes early.
Why are you not on the taxiway?
I am. I'm getting ready to turn towards the runway now.
Is there another one over there?
Maybe it's somebody else. I don't.
No, Draco had to go and get different Orbix.
Ah, Cole Carey, thank you for subscribing.
Very nice. Braking brake set. What the hell is that sitting over there in the grass?
That's
Zig.
me, you're the one in the grass.
No, I'm on a run. I'm on a taxiway.
All right, 2 out of 3 makes a consensus, so you were waiting for me to show up and tell you who's wrong.
Well, if you all look at my stream, you'll see I'm right. Yeah, you're taxiing through the grass too, MoonDog.
Blame Warbix.
Turn Orbix on tonight there, Draco.
Oh, Orbix will never get turned off.
Well, who am I parking up behind? Zig.
Yep, and you're right next to me.
Yeah, I see that. You sitting in the grass, fool you.
Well, Zig, you're first one up there, so you go.
MoonDog's got the bright lights on there. I can't see myself anymore.
I only have the taxi lights on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You want the landing lights on too?
No, because in my screen, your landing lights or
There's
your taxi lights
There's the
are
landing
way
lights on.
brighter than mine.
There's landing lights too, which I need to turn on for here anyways. There's some strobes. Check my flaps.
Report tower, Cessna, Mike Delta Oscar Golf at runway 6, ready for takeoff. I have marked Mike Yankee Delta Whiskey. Cessna, Mike Delta Oscar Golf, cleared for
Well, I'm
takeoff.
thinking about it.
Well,
My headphones on.
I'm cleared for takeoff.
So am I.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 6, Cessna, Mike Delta Oscar Golf.
Now comes the fun part.
Yep.
Are you gonna take off right behind him?
I got clearance. You better keep it moving.
Well, I got clearance, so you both better get moving.
Hold on, I gotta set my okay, my autopilot is set already. Alright, here we go. See what happens.
That's the only thing I didn't do. Oh well.
We'll do it in the air. Whoa. A lot of prop wash right there.
The heck, you flew like right past me.
I got caught in Zig's prop wash and it just yanked me to the left.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf. Contact report departure on 126.5. 126.5 for Cessna Delta Oscar Golf.
Oh, the stupid pause.
I turned that off.
Already. Turn that off real quick.
Report departure.
Yeah.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf.
I was like, what happened? Oh.
3,500. Cessna Mike Delta Oscar Golf. Report departure. Roger. Altimeter 3021. Cessna Delta Oscar Golf. You are 45 miles south. Turn left heading 0.
Alright, I still gotta pull this up just until I get used to...
I don't want to jinx anything, but that was about the most uneventful takeoff ever in this plane for me.
No kidding.
Turn left heading 025. Climb and maintain 3,500. Expect vectors visual. Runway 6. Approach. Cessna Delta Oscar.
Pull that back a little bit.
Okay, do you realize that they are already on IFR directing me into landing? Visual approach on runway 6.
Alright, let's turn that down a bit.
Oh,
It
I don't
is
want that.
still nighttime.
Yes, it is. It's-
404 local, I guess is what it is.
yeah.
Ish.
Yep.
That's why it's so bright in here. I had the dome light on still.
What I wanted to do is actually, what's the temperature?
60 degrees.
Yeah. So maybe just a hair on the temp.
Oh crap.
Got a fuel?
Nope. Autopilot decided to go crazy and try to stall me out.
Yeah, that can happen still sometimes. And I don't know what it is about autopilot sometimes.
They're
Alright,
trying to
let's go.
stall me out.
Let's see.
Don't think I really need pedo.
Every time I turn on the autopilot, it immediately wants me to climb at 2,000 feet per minute.
Do you have your altitude already armed?
Yep.
Could be why. Quickly get it armed and try and go to your VS and make sure it's only, you know, like 400 or 500 feet.
I set it for 2,
Too.
and then I'll work on it from there.
If you have your plane in a holy crap, in a stable climb, if you hold down the AP button for like 2 seconds, it will automatically lock in that vertical speed.
That's good to know.
I'm sure everybody
Alright.
in the back of the plane needs to change their underwear now. You know, this scenery would look great if we could see it.
This is the first time I ever had the plane in a stable climb, like right after takeoff at like 500 feet or whatever climb.
Uh-huh.
Usually it's like 10, 15, 5. It's just all over the place.
So that's what it looks like. Outside view flying along right now over the leaving Grand Bahamas, headed to, what I say?
I don't remember.
Small
Some
little
other
island?
place in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Oh wait,
That's Jamaica.
that's Jamaica.
Wow.
We might get there though.
I think that's part 2 of the flight of
Of the
this
tour.
VA tour, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, so we've got
I don't remember.
we've still spaced out nicely. We got Zig ahead and Draco behind, and at the moment, no one's crashed.
Now you just went and ruined
Way
everything.
behind.
Yep, way to ruin it for everybody there, MoonDog.
I've done wonders with that the last couple of days. I mean, just give me a chance. I'll make it really good here before too long.
Power 1.5 to 23.
That's one thing about this plane, though. When it goes into a stall, there's no, oh crap, I'm about to stall. It's everything's fine. Oh, now you're falling out of the sky.
Look at that. No, that's lapse time, 5 minutes. Okay.
Well, at least the 182 has more power than 72.
It just means you hit the ground faster.
True.
Yeah, the other night, us three, we did a flight from Boston Logan all the way up to a small airport in northern Vermont, almost to the Canadian border.
Yeah. Well, who picked that one? That'll be a nice little flight. That shouldn't take us too long. It was a nice little flight.
It was.
It was a nice, yeah, it was a nice flight.
I
And it
just,
was daytime.
it's just that it didn't seem like it didn't even seem like it took as long as it did.
No, it was fairly decent length of time, and then we did almost need passports to go into Canada, though. Little nighttime
Maybe
flying
on the
does it.
next flight we'll be able to have dawn,
It'd be nice.
be able to see something.
Not very bloody likely, but it'd be nice.
Let's see. Can I get a description of the next flight? While we're in this one, probably not.
Look at the charts.
So-
Do we have any chart?
Do we have any charts? That's a good question.
I'm looking. No chart available. So there's the question. And there's the answer to the question nobody asked. What's your speed, Zig? Because you're steadily pulling away.
I'm rocking it. 128.
I'm 122. You must have it all set just right.
I need to back off. I still got everything pegged. I'm at 140.
Altimeter 3021. What am I set at here?
Oh, you're a good 500 feet above us.
Yeah, I forgot to set my altimeter.
Oh, that explains it.
Mm-hmm. We'll fix that though.
Altimeter, what's that?
Who needs that?
There you go. Got it set. Miami 134.
So yeah, you know how in the flight log, at one point the autopilot had me climbing at 1,475 feet per minute at 29 knots.
That's not much climbing.
No, at that point I was falling.
Altimeter still 30.21 inches.
Maybe leaned out a little bit too much. What do you have your mixture set at?
Me?
Mine?
Yeah, well both.
40.
I have
I'm
mine
at
set at
50.
52.
Alright, I pushed mine up to 63.
I have that
That's
there,
close.
so it's at 10 gallons an hour on the fuel flow.
Yeah, I'm using
backed off of
13 right now.
And I've backed off the speeds. The manifold pressure, it's right at 20. So now my speed's evened out at about 115, 116.
According to this, we should have it between 9 and 14, and I'm running at 12. So
Wait, mine says between 15 and 23 for cruise.
on F2 at the top for power settings, under cruise.
Yeah, but if you look at the notes down below that, are they different then? Oh, 9 to 14 gallons. Is that what you're talking about?
Right, that's what I
Yeah.
was talking about.
I was talking about manifold pressure
Right,
is 15 to
different.
23.
right.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
But it's good to be between 4 and 5 miles apart from each other. So when we're landing, we're not landing on top of each other.
We're taking off through each other. I was banking left out of trying to keep control of it, and I saw you come right across me from the right and banking right. So it was like, okay, at least we're headed in opposite directions here.
Well, I had taken off with you and Zig, and I got caught up in both your guys' prop wash. Anyway, I got out of yours, and then I got hit by Zig's again, and when I did, it just yanked me to the left really hard, right towards you. I knew at that point something wrong had happened.
And there's no approaches or anything in the GPS for this airport.
Let's just hope there's lights. Because we don't have anybody on the ground to light up the runway for us this time.
Yeah, like that helped.
Next
Oh.
flight is 5 a.m. So we're still not quite daylight.
The sun's starting to come up. It's going to be brighter.
Be brighter, yeah.
Might not be as dark.
That's what brighter means. Not as dark.
You know what? We can't throw him out of the plane. He's in his own plane.
You can move him to another room.
And I can move myself right back.
Now that we have mod power.
Sweet. Landed first airport.
That should send a chill down Andrew's spine. Me and MoonDog now have mod powers in Discord. We spent what, 5 minutes moving each other from room to room, just screwing with each other?
Yeah, it sure did. If we did the third flight tonight, that's a 6 a.m. takeoff.
I'd love to do some more float plane stuff at one point.
There are some
If there's any VA flights for it, that's even better.
I don't know about that, but there are 3
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf. Turn left.
airports you can download from Orbix for free.
Yeah, that are float plane. They have
That are-
water airports.
Yeah. Where'd my plane go? Where'd he go? Where'd you go?
You're deep in a cloud.
Yeah, I know, but I was screwing around with the camera view, trying to set up. There it is. Trying to set up a look back view. I hadn't done that yet.
There's MoonDog, 3
Can't
miles
even
away.
Can't even set up an approach to follow in, can you?
Nope.
No, that's what I said.
Descend and maintain 2000. Cessna Delta Oscar Golf.
Can't tell. Is that land or water below us? It's gotta be
Water.
water.
Water. I'm descending already. They have me descending.
Well, aren't you special?
Yes, I am. Because that's Captain MoonDog.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf. Please expedite your descent to 2000.
Is that the same type of title like Captain Crunch? Or Captain Kangaroo?
Probably.
Are we that close?
Yes and no.
14 miles out, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay, boss.
It's time to land. I'll be right back.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf. Turn right heading 035. Descend and maintain 2000.
35.
Turn right heading 035. Descend and maintain
It's time to land. Grabs parachute, jumps out jumps out the door. Be right back.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. You guys do it.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
3, 2.
Okay, that is a literary reference. Anyone catch that one? No?
I haven't caught a fish in a long time.
So long, and thanks for all the fish?
No.
Okay. No one here's ever read Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But I have read Dan Brown's book, Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code, like 6 times each.
I think my wife's read both of those a couple of times.
And I've seen the movies. The books are much better.
Books are almost always better.
Yeah.
That's because I see everything in my head while I'm reading, and
Yeah.
I make much better movies in my head than Hollywood does.
Oh crap, we're right on top of it already.
Told you.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf. Airport is 11 miles at your 1 o'clock. Turn right heading 060. Report.
Can you see an airport? Or a runway, landing strip?
No, I'm not that close yet, I don't think.
I mean, I can see the island.
I'm starting to see the island, yeah.
Airport is 11 miles at your 1 o'clock. Turn heading 60 and report runway in sight. Okie doke.
I got 50 miles to the airport that you guys just took off.
No, I got 8 miles. 3 minutes.
Well, they had me turn out away from it. Yeah, I see you off at my 2 o'clock.
What what runway did they give you, MoonDog, or have they?
6.
Sounds good.
Autopilot off.
I see dots of light, but I don't see airport. Let's turn that off. Do we see anything a little bit better yet?
Those dots of light, I believe, are like little
Their
little
houses.
towns or houses.
Yeah.
I just flew over the runway.
Did you?
Yeah, I guess. A runway.
I can only imagine there's one on this island.
That's 09 and 27. That's the bigger one. If that is... I just lost my sound. There it is. Never mind.
Oh yeah, it's only like 2,500 feet though.
Oh no. Might change to...
Well, if you land these planes right, you don't need much.
Or runway in sight. I don't see airport of any kind yet.
I don't think there's lights. At least I couldn't see them from the direction that I came in.
I'm coming, guys. I'm like 25 minutes out. Airport you took off.
So I'm in a circling pattern here around while I drop a bunch of altitude.
Is it on... From my direction, is it on the left or the right side of the island?
I flew, it took me right over the top of it, and it was slightly to your right and below me when I saw it.
I see rain.
I think I see it.
Okay, I hope that's not the runway that I see that's underwater.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf has the runway in sight.
If so, I'm screwed.
Delta Oscar Golf. You are
This ain't no float plane.
southwest. Descend and maintain 2,000. Cleared visual. Runway 6 approach. Switch to advisory on 122.8. Descend and maintain 2,000. Cleared visual. Runway 6 approach. Advisory on
Oh, sweet Jesus. This ain't right. I think my scenery's messed up. Because I see the runway, but everything else is underwater. The terminal, the windsock.
That's not good.
Did a tsunami hit?
Wasn't there an earthquake in this area earlier last week? But they said there was actually no tsunami. Thankfully for all those in the area.
Plot twist, it's an actual aircraft carrier.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a damn aircraft carrier to me.
I'd like to see, but all I see is just panel. Everything else is black.
On my stream.
Yeah. I just see you kind of like making S turns.
I'll be right back.
See if I can illuminate it. Show you again.
Ooh, I see it late in the distance.
That is not a runway. That is a tower.
Oh yeah, don't hit that.
No, don't want to hit that.
That's a tree.
Did somebody land?
No, what
Here,
I was aiming for was a tower, not.
I was doing a really low flyby.
I was gonna say I saw somebody down there.
It was
Yeah,
me.
that's Draco. I only saw the tower, I can't see anything else on your stream.
This ought to be interesting. I mean, I have to land because I have to land on this to continue the VA flight. But you guys are gonna have fun because I got nowhere to taxi. Oh, who just subscribed? Hi Trey, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Hello, Trey.
Oh,
Hello, Trey.
and thank you for the subscription, Trey. This ought to be interesting. Trying to land at a non-existent airport in the dark.
Yell out the window. Where's the airport?
I just got a V2 call. Thanks, Macars. I'm 7,500 right now.
Oh, I think I found it. It's either that.
Yes, we are in Discord. I don't think that's the runway over there, MoonDog.
Yeah, I know. That looked more like a street there. But at the moment, that's the most logical landing spot I've got so far.
To me, you're over water.
Well, I'm on the edge of land and water now.
We look like a bunch of damn vultures circling this place.
No, we're giving. We're going to fly until daybreak.
I don't think any of us brought enough fuel for that.
I've still got half a tank.
I got half in each tank. Oh, somebody's got to be brave and put it down. Might as well be me. Just so you guys know, I don't have anywhere to taxi. MoonDog, you just flew over it.
Yeah, I think I'm lined up on a runway here.
I see no runway over there for you guys.
Oh shit.
Alright, I'll be at your starting airport that you guys started at. And I'll see if I can have.
I think I crashed it. But I'm down.
This is the runway right there.
Sig, if your landing rate is below 800, then you should be fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kicked up a little bit of water there.
Yeah, it definitely did.
It did give. Oh. I better go hurry up and stop my flight because it gave it to me.
What a way to. I need to hurry up and file this before they take it away from me.
I'll just stop right here. Parking brake on.
That was pretty rough though. Although it only gave me a 316.
It's not that bad.
Do I think that you can talk with me and my bros in Discord? Well, the thing with that is that until we get to know you, you can join the Discord, but who the hell's floating over top of me? Anyway, you can join the Discord. It's just that you won't have talking privileges while we're streaming.
Yeah, you'll have open privileges in Zig's channel in the general, but we jump down into streaming just to make it easier for those that are flying. Once you've flown with us a few times, depending on how many people are in during the flight, we limit it to that also. And the hierarchy on that is those that are with the Monkey Show get priority, and then we open it up to the rest of the guys that are flying with us.
And just real quick, because we got to change time anyway, just so that way everybody can see the nightmare I was dealing with. I'm going to turn it to daylight for you guys.
Oh, there's something over here that's supposed to be a runway.
See, there was absolutely no room for error. And I know this isn't right. It's got to be an Orbix issue or something.
Yeah, you definitely got a
Waiting.
scenery issue going on.
Waiting. What in the what?
I'm saying. So yeah, there's definitely a
runway.
Set it, set it, set it, stay down, stay down.
And the thing is that if I go to MoonDog,
Yeah.
well, he's stuck in a tree.
No, I crashed. I've completely flubbed it up.
Well, that's the weird thing. For me, there's no airport. There's no runway over here at all.
I'm on 9,
Yeah, I came in on 9.
and here's the thing. I had it at a 58. I'm trying to pushed the nose down to keep it down, and I just drove the nose on a hop right into the ground and wrecked it. I barrel rolled it.
What did it give you on the ACARS?
You know, I didn't even look. I forgot to look. So, yeah, looks
It's
like
got
we're,
me landed at 58 and such.
well, guys. It looks like I'm gonna need some scenery help issue with to get this issue resolved.
Draco, you have the taxiway. It's just curved.
It curves into the ocean.
Exactly.
There's literally no place for me to turn around here.
No, you go to the curve, park it there, and then just go swimming.
And then there's a windsock down there for some reason, and then there's another windsock in the middle of the water down there.
It's not a windsock, that's a water sock. That windsock down there by the curve is
Yep.
for the currents.
Alright, well, I'll be right back. I'm guessing since you guys crashed, you guys have to do this one over again, don't you?
I don't think so.
I do, because I did crash it, and it's got me actually flying somewhere back up over, so I'm gonna have to do this one again.
Alright, well, I will be right back.
Yeah.
You are?
I'm gonna have to get acceptance for it. But I'm not saying I'm gonna have to do it now.
Well, that was my question: is what do we want to do then?
Well, we can do like did last week. We continue on, and those that are gonna go back and fly it again, have got to go back and fly
if
it
you gotta
again.
go refly it, I got you.
I mean, I can still put in and do the flight from where we're at and going to.
I mean, I'm 10 minutes out right now for your guys' starting airport, so if you do start over, by the time you take off, I could just do a touch and go.
Well, you need to stop and.
Okay, so a touch, full stop, and then go.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure exactly what you were getting at there, but yeah.
Do I fly with Andrew or not?
It's not that bad. Make it sound like it's an awful thing.
Oh, it could be.
I could just leave.
I'm just. If you can't take the harassment today, that's fine. Yes, and we'll get that. Like.
All right, loading in here. Gonna try to anyhow.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Do I know 104th Night? I'm sorry, I do not know that person or thing. Not sure how to refer to that.
Both.
So I'm going to exit out of Matt Cars. And then everybody's going to see my lovely jumbled desktop real quick while I bring it back up.
Well, the parking spots are right up next to the water. That's for sure. If you didn't know.
Then mine are under the water.
Oh, okay.
Or above it.
No, there's nothing above the water over here.
Well, what happens if Jesus is in?
Right.
So, if Jesus is flying, does that mean it's a float plane?
All right.
Keep trying. Sooner or later, you'll be funny.
Oh, you know what?
I'm just bored.
I
I was
crashed.
waiting for this like.
Yeah, you
50
crashed, so
mile
it didn't
road.
count.
No, I have to repair the plane. Prop destroyed. Inspect engine.
I think
Our battery appears to be shot. Both brakes are shot. Both left and right landing gear need a major rebuilds. Both main tires are shot. Replace nose wheel. Supercharger assembly is not fit for flight. See, if we click complete overhaul and then come over here and do reset.
Here, I'll just ask you this: what isn't broken?
Co-pilot seat. Passenger seats.
yeah. Now that you mentioned that, I better look at mine as well. What is that? Shift 8.
Shift 7. Oh, mine's in excellent shape.
Yeah, mine is not. We'll just do complete overhaul. Done with.
Fill that back up. Set. And then set the time.
Why is it not doing the complete overhaul? Do I gotta do that thing where I reset the plane?
I
Shouldn't
I
have
had to. Because it doesn't finalize at all.
And we are taking off at 10 o'clock Zulu, so I'm going to set mine to 9:55. Then I will put in my flight plan, and then just wait on Zig and MoonDog.
Well, I think MoonDog might be flying with me.
Yeah, I had to refly the whole thing again.
How fast is your 182 fly?
About one, I can have it up to about 130 if I have it set that way.
I just got to figure out how the hell I'm going to...
So I actually have some buildings in the water too, Draco, but the runway is not.
Well, my runway's not in the water, but I have buildings in the water, like...
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know how I get over there.
Flight planner.
27's not quite in there, huh? Interesting.
We are taking off from MYAW. I'm going to start on runway 9. Going to MYAM. Right, 3,500 feet. Okay.
Everything
Save.
should be good mechanically
Yes.
because
All right.
Is you on the ground, MoonDog?
sorry.
I said I think that's you on the ground. I see, because I'm on final right now.
Well, I would be on the ground.
Tell you what, Zig, I'll get my plane started up and I'll move up a little bit, and then I'll let you spawn in behind me on runway 9.
Well, I'm over here in parking.
You are? I don't even see you.
As I am.
All right, start flight.
Just trying to get my proper windows open here. Get kind of reset up here after that disaster. One complete disaster. I don't know if I'll get credit for that one or not. We'll see. If not, I'll just have to go back and refly it. Alright, I'm going to start my flight. Okay, I did that. Go here.
Oh, come on now. There we go. Got my plane started up.
3,
I need to go into Fly Live here
Oh, you know what? I do too.
and update the.
Fly live. Where are you? There you are.
Quint.
Wait, up there.
MAW
2.
MYAM. Right?
Yeah. Okay. And that should change just a second on the screen.
Why is my thing sputtering?
Well, you did just crash it.
I've reset everything. Everything is perfectly fine, and it's sputtering.
Mixture prop.
No, it still says I fixed everything, but it's still saying I have an issue with something.
Okay, so this is all kinds of weird. For me, there's no airport where you're sitting at, but I see like a weird road like taxiway. But when I spawned in at 9, it's put on runway 9. It put me on the runway I landed on, so I know I didn't land at the wrong airport.
Well, but your stuff is all different when it comes to the like the areas around the airport. Your runway isn't where my runway is. Does that make sense? It wasn't at the last one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the taxiway wasn't.
The runway was.
Yeah, because I took off right behind you on MoonDog.
Oh, okay.
Just my taxiway was different. So, are we waiting on MoonDog, or are we just gonna take off and go?
I'm in the air. I was flying with Andrew. I was doing the whole other I was doing that whole flight again. I thought that's what I was doing. Fly with him, that way he can maybe catch up. Now I've got this thing. Just having a wonderful night.
What runway are you on, Drago? 9?
9.
Did you pay any attention to which way we were going?
I didn't, but I can look. Looks like we're gonna be heading out kind of east southeast.
And I'm
How
not
high
get-
were you to go, Moondog? Like
I'm trying to
5
start the plane now.
No, I was just asking how flight level.
Oh, 3,500 feet.
I see like I can taxi right over.
Hi, Michael Pruitt. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Obuses Games. Welcome to the stream. Yes, this is a nice plane. I see runway 27. So 9's the other end of 27, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
No? All right. Well, I think I can find my way over there. So might have to taxi down the runway though. See if I can manage to stay out of the water.
It was a fun landing. I'll give it that.
I don't know if I would go far as fun, challenging.
Oh, I saw somebody pop up there for a second.
Cessna Mike Delta Oscar Golf is cleared to flank Yankee Alpha Whiskey Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3,500
So we are sitting here on a runway out in the middle of the Bahamas, waiting on Zig and MoonDog to catch up with us,
No.
and Andrew. We're not.
No, I'm right here.
Hey, you guys can take off.
I'm just at the other end of the runway and taxiing down towards you now, I think. I'm
Oh,
going-
Buses Games. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
I think it's abuses.
Is it Obuses?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think I've seen them in line before or
But
something.
yeah, he's been in all of ours. before.
Sorry about that. I destroy names.
Yeah, he destroys MoonDog at times too.
I say,
You know.
ask Doondog over there.
Yeah.
Boondog?
Where are you at?
Way over here.
On 9?
Yeah, I'm seeing you going through. For me, you're going through the forest or through the jungle right now.
Jungle?
Yeah.
Good grief. Oh. I just fell off into the water.
Top flight. Well, thank you. I wouldn't say that was one of my finest flights, but
Yep, I'm gonna have to restart that one. This is crazy with the jacked up scenery. Like I rolled off the runway and
you got
landed
where
in
the
water.
like the runway and everything is kind of like a plateau, and then you have just cliffs, sheer
Yeah.
cliffs on each side.
No, but I got water everywhere around the runway.
Captain Third Draco. I'm not a captain yet in the VA. I haven't even made first officer yet. These guys have been flying a lot more than I have.
Alright. Pause it here.
Did you want me to move up a little bit so you can just spawn in at 9 instead of risking?
I guess it won't matter either way because I gotta get the ACARs back up here. I didn't spawn in at 9, but I can. But we don't have collisions on, so it's not gonna matter.
And just, reasons.
Good. See if I can find it.
Okay, I should be moved up enough now.
Let you go first, MoonDog, because I can use in like 40 in this thing.
Yeah. Well, letting me go first might not be the smart idea either. Probably crash it here, right here.
While I'm here, I'll go ahead and set my altimeter. 3022, 3022.
Give me 1 second here because I forgot to do that.
That's what I'm doing too. I'm kind of doing a quick run up.
Alright. Tower. Clearance.
Alright, so we'll take this minute to remind everybody that if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, there's links in everybody's YouTube channel for the Ronald McDonald House charity that that the Monkey Show is running. All the money goes directly to them. We don't even touch it. So if you got a couple extra bucks and you want to toss it in, donate it to a good charity, then that's a great place to start.
Yeah, what it is the Monkey Show Global Extravaganza that the main Monkey Show is doing, but we are keeping the links open, reminding everyone that we are supporting that charity on during all of our flights, and it's a very good organization that we want to help support.
Alright, now I'm on 9, Draco, but I don't...
Okay, so yeah, your 9 is completely different than my 9. Then,
Okay.
because for me, you're like to my left and on the other side of, or inside the forest. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, you're on the other side of the jungle.
That's weird. Okay, let me see if my flight plan's in there.
And what a shocker, it's raining.
Yeah, right. Okay, flight plan's in there. Start the ACARs. After I turn on the parking. Ah. Alright. Crap is that?
What happened?
I hit the help screen somehow.
Oh,
I'm lined up on the one.
It's fine. I'm out of the way. I'm crashing.
No, you don't need to worry, dog. I'm just
No, I mean,
lined
I'm crashing.
126.5 for Cessna Delta Oscar Golf.
Top flight. Hope I have a top flight. Back off on that.
ooh. Left magneto's fouled. Right's fouled.
Oh, come on. It's not playing.
lean the mixture, Draco.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Too much. Die out.
Report departure. Cessna Mike Delta Oscar Golf is at 1,100, climbing 3,000.
Alright, it's getting a little better now.
Cessna Mike Delta Oscar Golf, report departure. Roger.
Ooh, right's still pretty bad.
Cessna Delta Oscar Golf, you report 4 miles south, turn left heading 025.
Oh, did it move me back over there?
There we go.
This is getting annoying.
I do like the fact that we're close enough that as soon as you take off, they start lining you up for approach.
Oh, wrong way.
Let's see here. Light night. Sorry, I know that you were in the chat there. I appreciate all the comments. Captain, good flight, Captain, Mr. MoonDog. What? Show aviation. We are actually up in the air now. I guess I can turn off lights. Got strobes on.
Alright, Draco, I've finally started up here.
Alright, let me know when you're ready.
See if we can do this again. Give me a minute here to get things set up a little bit.
That was fine because I had to clear my plugs out. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna want 20 degrees. 'Cause this runway's kind of short. And if my plugs are still a little fouled, I'm not gonna have full power.
You can hold your brakes and just go full power. Short field takeoff.
Yeah. I might do that too.
All right. While it's warming up here for a minute, I'm gonna pee real quick, so I'm not so antsy.
Now I've got everything. Lights, I don't need fuel pumps on now. Need pitot heat.
Cody Harris, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
on.
We're just sitting here waiting on Zig to get back, and then we'll be taking off here. We're hoping by the time the next stream on Saturday, we're actually flying in at daytime, so that way you guys can see the scenery.
A little more. The surrounding areas.
Because from what I've been told, all everybody sees right now is just black. It is just black, and then my instrument panel. So I hope that's not the case for everyone.
Expedite my climb to.
Oh, how am I? Oh, I'm doing great, Cody.
Okay. I mean, I'm at 30. I'm at 35.8 now.
I'm seeing 2 right now.
Now, why does it say that I'm at 2.5?
All right, Draco, what do you think?
Well,
Here
let
we
me set for takeoff here. Trims off. Forgot to do that.
Oh yeah, better take a look.
Is this X-Plane? No, this is actually a FSX Steam Edition with a lot of add-ons.
Now I've got it set right. Now I'm climbing. We don't need all this slate now.
Okay, Zig, I'm ready to go when you are.
Whenever we're not in the same place, so.
Alright, I'm rolling.
15 minutes out. MoonDog, I'll try to get there and light up the runway for you about a little bit.
Well, they had me come in the right direction, but I just didn't see it. Now that I've been over top of it once or twice, I know what I'm doing.
Which way are we going, Draco? Do you know?
I'm taking off to the east and then gonna bank a little bit because it's east southeast.
You guys are going to the next one.
Yeah.
I might join. I need to actually go to Mac Cars and then that real quick. Do that.
There she goes. Taking off in a crosswind, which is never smart.
It's always smart.
But that's the only runway I have.
See why? Why?
All right, just about at my altitude for height.
You know what? My headphones are on. Wow. Plane is loud right now. Climb. We want throttle to be at 23, so we'll pull that back. Okay, prop at 24. Prop looks good.
And we're off. See the wizard.
I just got a V2 call.
Let's hope this airport's not as messed up as the last one was.
Oh, you're taking off. No, you should be good.
No, he's talking about flying into
Yeah, I know the next
Marsh.
airport.
Marsh.
Yeah, it's a 6,000.
SDTV, hi from Germany. Well, hi back at you. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yellow.
Good morning. Guten Tag.
Yeah, guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Because it is actually early morning there.
Yes, it is.
I'll just go ahead and say Prost. It's not morning here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And how are things in Germany this morning?
See, they are the same altitude as you and I in the world, so I'm going to guess cold, wet, snowy.
Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock in Germany now. 5:30.
AM.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So since it's 5 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, how's the future?
How's the weather in the future?
I just told you, it's cold, wet, and snowy.
Maybe where you are.
No, I'm pretty much guessing that's exactly what it is where he's at.
He says Brost back. And he put up a little beer mug.
Yeah. Cheers.
Brost.
Das beer is good.
Sehr gut. Or sehr gut.
Find Zig. Oh, there he is. He's over another little island.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, they just took my monetization away.
Do I know of any great add-ons for FSX? I know of a lot of great add-ons. The number one thing I would recommend getting is Active Sky, along with Rex 4, because the in-game weather engine for FSX leaves everything to be desired.
Hey, Michael, welcome to the stream.
And Rex 4 changes the way the clouds look, changes the way the sun looks, the water, everything. And then I would recommend at least the first level of Orbix Global. And if you're talking about planes, I mean, we can all give you some recommendations, but it depends on what you like to fly.
MoonDog, I'm about to pass you overhead like 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Are you not in join?
I'm in join. I'm at 4-5 though.
Yeah. I'm not catching you up on Active Sky though.
I'm getting knocked around by some
literally,
turbulence.
I forgot to get
0.4
fuel.
miles away from.
You should be okay. How much fuel do you have left?
I mean, I see Zig and Draco taking off. I don't see you on it.
I'm going like 140 right now. Like
11 gallons.
In each tank?
Yeah.
Well, that's technically 22 gallons, so you should be okay. I think this should only use like maybe 8 gallons. If you have it cleaned out right.
Yeah, lean it out because this is the second flight is the longer of the two.
And how would you put that in the game? Well, luckily, all of that has its own installers. So basically, you just purchase it from, was it Flight 1's where we got Active Sky, isn't it? I remember right?
No, Just Flight.
Just Flight, I'm sorry. We got Active Sky from Just Flight. Rex 4 you can get from Steam, or you can get it from from Rex's own website. And Orbix you can purchase from the Orbix website. and they all have their own installers. They all auto install.
You just need to know where your flight sim is actually at so that it can find it.
Right.
Other than that, a Draco can install it.
Yep, and if a Draco can install it, anybody can install it. I'm actually going to drop down to 2,500 feet because I can't see anything but clouds.
Yeah, now I'm at like 1, 2 o'clock MoonDog now.
Yeah, I see you. But right
And
now, just don't have you up there.
Yeah, getting pretty beat around.
Probably because I'm like super
Yeah.
close to you.
And like I said, as far as planes go, I mean,
Oh,
it just
yeah.
kind of depends on what you like to fly. If you like to fly the prop general aviation stuff, A2A's got a lot of great stuff. Coronado has some really good stuff
There's even a couple good ones that we can recommend.
that are completely free.
Yeah, Manfred Jan's C47.
What about that?
The 162
Oh,
that
the
is
pla-
discontinued.
The plane I'm in, does the Garmin actually work? Yes, it does. This is the A2A Cessna 182, and everything in here works. It's
It's a study level
Yeah.
Cessna.
yeah, you might as well say it's a study level Cessna.
The only thing you can't do is take the fuses out and check to make sure they actually are
Right.
working. But you do have to change
Oh,
the
you need
oil,
free
check
things.
the
So
oil,
free-
all that stuff.
So free things. Manfred Jan C47's a great plane to get. You can get that for free from, is it Raikou?
I think it's on
Yeah.
Raikou, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You can find quite a few good planes, decent planes on Raikou. You just have to, pick and choose and read reviews and try them out for yourself.
Raikou, I know their Air France fleet is actually pretty decent. It comes with a lot of planes, all from like Embraer, Boeing, and Airbus.
And then, as far as free scenery goes, I wouldn't know where to get free scenery add-ons. I mean, I do know I do have a couple of free scenery add-ons, but I don't have that website available. Otherwise, I would post it for you. It's let me pull up Discord real quick over here, see if I can't find it.
Oh crap, I need to start descending. I just noticed the airport's like 10 out. Me.
Yeah, and 15 out, but I'm turning left to line up on it again. I think.
Is it directly east and west?
No, it's states that it's a 6 running 6 and 24, but it's not. It's like 9 and 27.
Here it is.
Yeah, I'm seeing 9 and 27. 4 full.
How much was the scenery that we're talking about? So
Wait for it to go on sale. And
wait
then-
for it to go on sale, because that's what I did. Because it's in Australian dollars, but I think I paid 44 for the base package, and what I pay for the North American add-on?
That I don't know.
You guys
it
remember?
was
I think I
30.
paid like 30 something
Yeah.
for the North American add-on, but that takes care of, virtually the entire Western Hemisphere. The
whole
North
thing
American
goes
add-on.
on. It's
But
like
the global one takes care of all of it. And then this here is some free scenery.
You have to have the global to have anything else.
Right.
So if you're going to start with something, start with the Orbix
yeah, I think
FTX global.
Right.
I checked global is like almost $100.
Australian dollar.
Australian
Yeah,
dollars.
Australian dollars.
US dollars,
like
it's like
75.
75.
And then if you get it on sale, you can get it for like 45.
Right. And then, but there's some really good free scenery stuff too.
I think I got a Hawaii free scenery. Back from Waiku.
Okay, because I got the Hawaii free scenery from Emerald Scenery Design.
Except mine was like massive file. It was like 500 some bytes, I think.
Well, this one here was 10 meter, I think. And then I still have to install it, but I got a Northern Alaska one, I think. That is a 3 meter mesh. These clouds are really low.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I'm down at 2,500 and I'm kind of just below them.
I'm at 2,500 and I'm kind of skirting through some of them.
Oh, are you? Well, I see that now coming up. Maybe they might drop it a little bit lower.
I don't see you. You might be behind some clouds or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen you either. I think I'm still connected.
I'm gonna drop down to 2,000.
I see lights. Must be the tower.
Yeah, there are definitely some lights around there. There's more lights around the runways than there is at the runway.
On the one we just took off from, there's no lights on the runway.
Yeah.
Well, the guy standing out with a candle is more light than what's at the runway.
Or you could look for the burning wreckage of your old plane.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. Can I ban him? Can I ban him?
Nope, because I can unban myself.
Nope, I can't even ban you. You're lucky this time. I would time you out in my chat though on YouTube, but I know you're not there.
I have so many tabs open right now.
You might be, you just don't realize it.
I was telling Zig, was it Saturday? It feels like every time we start a new, every time we start a stream, we have a new thing open. I think you're ahead of me, Zig, because I see like beacon lights filtering through some clouds.
Oh, I see the runway now.
Okay,
Hey, Mike.
welcome back, Cody.
If you're still there, Michael, I saw you typed ! add-ons and it didn't put that up. I don't know why it's not doing that for you, because if I do it, I just set that up tonight, so I haven't quite figured it out yet.
I wasn't sure how at the last minute on getting it right, so I just put up a timer that, Nightbot at least tells everyone.
You know what it is? It's like when I type it, it's like some of that stuff, it doesn't put it like back into, like the YouTube chat. It just puts it in the restream chat window. Like if you were having it up on your, like on the stream or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like they type it in and they don't see it, but if I type it in, enable bot, enable message relay between all chats.
Well, that's like, well, with Restream, I put in the link, and I know that it showed up in YouTube, but I'm not sure if it showed up in Twitch. So, Cody, if you can tell me if you can see that link in Twitch or not, that'd be a big help. Yeah, mine showed up in Twitch. I just happened to find that tab open.
Oh, now it put it up in Twitch. Oh, and when I click that button, it's putting all the chat into Twitch. Even the YouTube chat's going into the Twitch chat. That's weird.
Alright, where are we at? 33 miles out, 16 minutes.
But it's not putting everything.
Hey, we got approaches this time.
Huh.
Hey.
My landing lights work for you, Dog?
And
Oh,
they're
they-
recommending we use runway 9. I don't know if your runway 9 is the same as mine, but
Well, I would see them when I get there, but don't worry about
I'm
it.
gonna
at the
do
moment.
vectors. And load.
Oh, we do have some approaches to Prick Plum.
Yeah. 9 or 27.
sounds way too familiar.
Yeah. Damn, Zig. You were a lot closer than we thought.
Closer to what?
To me.
Oh.
You're above me at my 10, 11 o'clock.
Oh,
0.4
okay.
miles. And let's see.
I'm gonna park her right here on the edge.
Luckily, we won't be flying. We won't be landing in any rain, so that's good. But anyway, can you join in playing? You are welcome to come fly with us. The only thing is that, and we always post. Well, I can't say always, but usually we'll post in Zig's Discord channel. You can find a link to that on his homepage or on his YouTube page, where we're going to be flying that night for the stream, and what we're going to be flying in. And you can also stop in and talk with us, let us get to know you. But anybody who is new that starts out, that joins us, when we're streaming, they can join us in the streaming channel. They just can't talk in the streaming channel.
Your
But
mic will be automatically muted.
Right.
But you'll be able to hear what we're talking about real time, as opposed to waiting for the stream. If you're flying with us,
Makes that a whole lot easier.
it makes that a lot easier because there's
And-
no delay.
And the nights that we're not flying on stream, we're probably still flying. So you are more than welcome to come join us for a flight there too. Andrew does. He pops in and flies with us even when we're not streaming.
Yep.
And we've been known to kill and murder either animals or zombies.
Yeah,
Yep.
we do other games. I'll be
Yeah.
right
Yep,
back.
we do other games.
All right.
So if you have the Hunter Call of the Wild or 7 Days to Die, we do that, and we do those too.
Is that you at the end of the runway?
Yep, that's me.
And are you lined up on the runway?
Yeah, I'm lined up with it.
Oh, then I am way off on it.
26 miles.
So I need to come right over top of you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
Let's
can do
hear-
that.
Yeah, you're a mile and a half out. You should be able.
No, I mean, get over top of you and not land on you.
Oh yeah, you should be fine.
So, Cody, have you been playing? Have you been doing FSX for very long, or are you kind of new to it?
Hey, that looks like a lot like the last time.
Because if you're new to it and you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to help you out. Any one of us can teach you how to put a plane on the ground.
Yeah, we can put it on the ground.
Or into a mountain, lake, trees.
Oh, so this is 6. This is a short one.
Oh,
Okay,
you're kind of new?
No, this is 9.
that's 9.
Yeah, this is 9.
Well, I will tell you, Andrew, he is actually studying to be a pilot, so he can give you a bit of real world advice. Zig's actually relatively new. He's only been flying, about 8 months?
you go.
Would you say, MoonDog?
No, I'm slamming
you
the center of the ground.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
got
I think
208, a 12, and a 10. I don't know what the actual run.
so. I think Zig's only been flying for about 8 months, and he's already done one flight around the world with us. MoonDog's been flying a little over a
bit.
year, right, MoonDog?
Yeah. No, I got this for my birthday, but I've had other times with it. So I've been flying in FSX Steam for about just under a year.
And I have been flying off and on in Flight Sim, various versions of it, for about 20 years.
Before my rep is ready. Before I just nonchalantly, yep. All right, I had a 208 landing on that, but it's a landing.
Hey, you beat me. I had a 300.
I think I had a 1 something when I landed. I'll have to look
Yeah.
at my pi rep again.
Well, that's the thing. The one with the worst does the exit today, so looks like I'm doing the exit again so far.
No, I had a 300 on this one.
Okay, for
They
the
took
three
my last
monkeys, for the 3 monkeys that are flying, that are doing the stream, we do the intro and then we do the exit. The one with the worst is doing the exit tonight. Yours is bad, but it's not in the running for what we're doing. So shut up, Andrew, and leave us the freak alone.
Well, mine's a
Fine.
316.
Yours is a 316? Okay, then good. You've still got yours. I just got to.
Well, wait a minute. Which flight are we going by? Because that was the first flight, so you know it might be the last. The second flight.
Overall.
Overall.
Wait, now we got to do average. Is it
No,
an
no.
average between
No,
the two?
No,
you
just
have
the worst
Yeah.
of,
No, I think
out of all the landings.
I think it's average of the two.
average of the 2 now. Okay, all right.
Get out the calculator. How do we
Or
do
for
that?
me, average of the 4.
Well,
Oh,
MoonDog, he actually landed on that runway 3 times
What
during the same flight.
Actually, I did too. When I landed, it gave me my first landing rate, the second one, the third one, and maybe even a fourth one. And then it gave me one when I took off. Just to make sure.
So I'm really quickly here trying to get this pi rep installed. So that's why we're just looking at the dash.
So yeah, Cody. So you being kind of new, it's not an issue. We actually have somebody who, another one of our friends who just started flying. What?
2 weeks ago.
Like 2-3 weeks ago, and he's already teaching other people things on how to do it.
He's teaching
So.
us on what to do, and he's been flying for like 3 days. Seriously, yeah. I mean, he understands it. He grasps it. And this is also the same guy that said, "I ain't gonna like that."
Seems like it seems as though I hear that more and more, and then
Yeah, and then what happens? They're the ones doing the most. Are we flying tonight? Hey guys, are we flying tonight? Draco, MoonDog, do you want to fly tonight? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Lately though we've been hunting when we're not flying.
Yeah. Start. Guess what? We're started. That's good. We're started. Now I just gotta start the plane back up.
Do you have collisions on, dog?
No, because I sort of flew through you.
Okay, I didn't know because I'm like taxiing around you. You're going 27.
I think when I'm 10 miles out, I'm going to activate my vectors approach.
Actually, it's more. Well, hold on. I'm just gonna go on 9 because we actually did land on 6.
Mike Yankee Delta Whiskey, traffic, Cessna, Mike Delta Oscar Golf is clear of the runway.
What airport are we looking for?
MYAM.
MYAM.
Are we headed
Alright,
south then? We are.
It's not on the list yet for me.
You might want to think about. Well, I looked it up
Head-
in Active Sky. It said runway 9.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. But you might want to think about descending because we're about 14 miles out.
I'm not very high, but yeah, I could get down to a reasonable level.
I'm down to 2,000.
We're all set. We're all set.
Yep.
Now, Zig, don't forget to refuel your plane before we take off. If we take off again.
Yeah. I probably won't do
What
another
the
one here tonight
heck?
by the time we get in and get landed.
I scraped the tail.
Yeah.
It pulled up too much, and I scraped the tail rudder, and it says splash as I'm running down the runway.
What'd you do? Hit veer off a little bit and get caught in some water?
No, I'm going right down the runway. I pulled up and it said splash.
Yeah, that airport's a little messed up.
You didn't have a tail strike, did you?
The tail was dragging, and that's what it said.
Yeah.
Did that. Yeah. So I got to restart this again from here.
I had to reset and restart that to get out of there like 4 times.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my approach.
It's like I'm.
No, Zig, do you do activate vectors to final or activate approach?
Activate approach. I don't know exactly what vectors to final does.
It's just basically it lines it up with the runway. So if you want vectors to final, it'll just give you vectors straight into the runway. While approach.
What's the difference between that and activating your vector approach that you've chosen then?
Yeah, because if you choose vectors and you say activate approach, it takes you to your vectors approach.
Oh, then it's the same. If you had like some other approach, like a SID or a star coming in, like I don't know, I'm just gonna like if you had a run like approach or something going in, I'll see if you actually have some.
I think there's lights on this runway. Looks like it.
That's the VOR that I'm seeing, I think. I don't think I'm that close.
Well, I'm seeing an airport to my 10 o'clock. Probably about 5 miles.
So set. Oh.
But that might be the VOR, though. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so yeah, if you're just doing a vector in, then it should be the same as vectors to final. But if you're doing approach, then they're two totally different things, because sometimes approach is because one.
But if that activates it already, I like to keep mine unactivated and just line myself up on the line. And then when I'm lined up on the line that it gives you, that's when I activate it so it doesn't take you on any crazy turns.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's sending me, because I activated it. I have a 23 nautical mile leg to WOMIS, so WOMIS. And I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Like I'm off, I jumped off onto heading already, and before that VOR, I've already turned up the direction to line myself up on the.
Yeah, you and I are kind of heading in the relatively the same direction.
Because I don't sometimes if you activate it right away and go to that point, by the time it hits that point, corrects for the turn, and it's taking you kind of all in a little zigzag line to get you back up on the final, and I like to be lined up on that line way out ahead of time, so it's nothing crazy.
I think I'm about done with this plane if on spots like this. This is the worst time I've had flying this plane.
I ended up just resetting.
No, I have to rebuild the plane again too after I started the MAC cars.
Yeah.
It's just annoying.
Yeah,
I understand the point of the plane, and I don't dislike that part. It's of course it never landed, you stupid MAC cars. It never took off.
I ended up just resetting to. I actually had to go to a new spot on the airport and went straight to the runway there because I kept falling off in the water. So I just went straight to active runway number 9. And then once I got there, I had to reset the plane so I could repair it. I don't understand why sometimes you can't repair the plane. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of annoying. I don't know.
So I haven't had that issue, but that's just me. I'll be right back because I can't sit still any longer.
To get there, I'm probably gonna call it a night because I got an early class tomorrow. Normally I start at like 10 o'clock, same with like everyone else, but I got like an 8 o'clock class all the way till like 4 o'clock. Should be fun. I get to learn about instrument fundamentals and aviational physics. And then ethics. Woo hoo.
Now I gotta go back and get the back cars.
Okay, I'm back.
That would be a bonus if there's some lights at this runway after the last one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That would make it feel easy.
There might be.
This might be a bigger, like one of your bigger
I don't know. You
charter airports.
still just pick your own runway.
6,000 feet.
Yeah, so
No live tower. Just announce your position.
yeah, but if you can land GPS there, then they must at
Well,
least bring in like
Yeah.
bigger planes, like a Dash 8 or something like that.
Gonna go ahead and lock on to my Pro Tier.
The one thing I have trouble with is getting this plane to slow down.
Don't
I don't have
flap.
a problem getting it to slow down. I have a problem getting it down on the ground. I feel like I have to like stand up on top and jump on it and push. Which that's why my landings are so crappy, because
Yeah.
it's hard with, I figured, and we were talking about that the other night with the flight stick, it's hard to push down on the stick and then make subtle maneuvers to the left or to the right. You know what I mean? I tend to really overdo it. And I don't know if I need to
I just
work on
crashed
setting-
again. And all I did was drive off the edge of the frickin' runway.
Yeah, I did that twice.
It's
I'm thinking it's that airport. There something happened with Orbix in that airport that it did not agree.
That there's that water all around it like that. Did you start on the runway?
yes. I started on the active runway to
Oh,
take off. Yeah, I just drifted a foot over to the side while I'm trying to make sure I have everything. Which now means I have to go through the whole process of repairing the whole freaking plane again.
I said, yeah, I'm thinking that Orbix and that airport just do not agree. But that almost sounds like the Dutch Harbor when we flew into that one. How you and Zig had it on. It was like on a plateau almost.
yeah.
Oh,
was-
kind of like how Sedona is.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be set down in a valley, but instead it was way up high, so it was like inverted.
Yeah. There was definitely an issue going on with that one.
Yes, I know just do what I'm telling you to do. Flight stuff, please. I go back through and refresh this.
I definitely would not mind vacationing at these islands, though.
The hell with it right now. Just no. I don't even want to see anything with them right now. Parking brake was even on and it actually started up and driving itself down the runway. It's a good way to crash it.
Mike Yankee Alpha Whiskey, traffic, Cessna, Mike Delta Oscar Golf, taking off, runway 6, south, departure.
Do you mess with the trim when you're on approach like that, Draco?
No.
I'm wondering
No.
if I need to try and get that.
And I probably should. It's just that I don't have the ability just to look around easily.
Well, I don't either, but I have the buttons on my flight stick. But I'm usually always too freaked out to try and mess with it. But you kind of almost need to get that set up like as your sort of final descent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ahead of time, and then maybe that would be easier to get it to push down on the ground. At least that's what I've wondered. If you had the trim dialed a little more, pushing it down.
Well, are you landing with flaps?
Yeah. Usually one, usually two, for sure.
What is your speed when you're usually coming in?
I don't know. I can't remember. I've been too focused on it. I try to be about 80.
I think that's too fast for this plane. 80 knots with 2 flaps. I think it gives too much lift, because they say between 60 and 70.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. I'm usually a little too chaotic. You know what I mean?
Right.
And maybe that's part of it. But that last one, I really had to. I didn't have much time to set up on that like I will on this one.
I don't see PAPI lights, but I do see lights on the runway itself.
Well, I'll take that.
I'm just going so slow, it's like I'm sneaking up on the runway.
I know, right?
All right, we're in the air. We're headed
You
in
should-
the right direction.
You should be right behind me, Zig.
I'll give it a prost on that one and take a drink of my coffee.
We knew you could do it, MoonDog.
I know I can do it. I'm just annoyed with having
knew
to
you
do
could
it
do
4
it.
times.
We knew you could do it, you knew you could do it, even the plane knew you could do it. Just the scenery didn't know you could do it.
Yeah, I've seen you in front of me for a while now, Drago.
Give it a little bit of right rudder there.
V2.
Right rudder, left rudder.
So this evening, me and my wife, because she likes to watch shows like that. She was watching I can't remember the name of it, but it's where people go and buy houses on like different islands and stuff. And these people were going to buy their budget was between 1.5 and 2.5 million dollars for a house.
Yeah, that's what my budget is usually.
Yeah, I have that in my couch cushion.
Right.
Anyway, this house had
Sure,
everything
like
they wanted.
money for
It
a
was in the
plane.
condition. It was in the position, the area they wanted, the whole bit. They turned it down because because they didn't like the blinds in the house.
They could have hired MoonDog to come and.
I think MoonDog
Yeah, I
just
know,
threw up
I-
a little bit.
It's taking freaking a couple hours to change out blinds. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
they-
including, you know, if you've got 20, 30 some windows, you can change out blinds. You want the nice Venetian ones that hang straight up and down for like, even that's a half a day's worth of blinds. I'll make them feel better. I'll charge them $30,000 to do the blinds.
Yeah, they turned down a 1.5 million dollar house on the beach, in I think it was in Maui, because it didn't have the right blinds.
Well, that would be like the same thing and going, I don't like the color of the walls.
Oh, I've seen them do that too.
Okay, you know what paint is? It's painted, you can change the paint color.
And you know what? It's even easier. You could just hire a painter.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have to do anything yourself.
Oh no, they said that they don't want to live in a construction zone.
okay,
Putting
no.
putting blinds in
No,
is not a construction
construction zone, no.
Just
Painting-
When you can
Paint-
afford 2.5 million dollars, it is, I guess.
When you're
Okay.
painting and you're moving into there, guess what? It's going to take a couple days and everything for closing. If they have the contract, guess what? You can call the painter and they can get in there before you even finish signing the contract and change the paint color. Because you know what? The person selling the house, if they have the contract and all they got to do is let the painter get in there and paint,
I'd be
They'll go.
more than happy.
done. Call the. Do you need the phone? Here, use my phone to call the painter.
I hope there's no trees, tall trees, because I'm coming in low on this one.
You just have to go. You have to thread the needle on that one. Well, at least for me, I did.
What does that mean?
Means that there's like a clear spot right down this for the right to the threshold.
I'm at 400 feet. There should
where
be
there's
any
no
trees
trees.
that tall.
But there's trees on each side. 131 was that landing.
You know what? I'm far enough behind. You guys land. I'm still flying. I'll end the stream with you guys, but one of you guys can do the closing then, because you're down on the ground. I have to concentrate on flying.
Missed the taxiway there a little bit.
Technically, my average is still going to be lower than yours because I still only have the one to deduct.
Minimum 2 flights
Minimum 2 flights.
to qualify.
Oh, well, then I'm disqualified and it doesn't count. I can't be used. I'm in the same boat as Andrew. It doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna park right over here in the grass, so I can watch Zig come in.
Turn your lights on a lot. He likes that when there's lots of light on the runway.
No problem. Let's watch Zig land. Are you lined up on the runway, Zig?
Remember, your runways aren't where my runways are.
That's why I was asking.
I'm close. Man, it just, you really got to push this thing down. It's unbelievable.
You almost have to pull the throttle back to idle.
Let it float itself down onto it.
Yep.
But even then, it's still, you want to push down, and I did, and look what it does.
So for me, you landed on my taxiway.
Well, I'm on my runway. Seemed a lot rougher than it was. It was a 168.
I got a 131. I'm over behind you.
Turn that damn light off. You can't see when you have the light on. It's kind of, I don't like that about this plane. It like washes out the everything and you can't see. Where'd you go? Behind
I'm
me?
behind you, sitting in the grass.
Oh, there's a taxiway down at the end here.
Well, they must have accepted my third one. Because it has that ticked at the VA.
Yeah, I come in low. Twitch Stewie. You didn't see the airport we landed at before. There was a texture glitch and the only thing that wasn't water was the runway. And no lights, not a single one. So on this one I wanted to make sure come in nice and low, nice and slow.
I don't even know how far I'm out.
This one was really easy to
29 nautical
to
miles
find
there,
and
Andrew.
stuff, though. Like I'm just gonna
Good
park
amount.
over here and
7.
file my PI rep and be happy about it.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna file my PI rep real quick.
Wow. The VA says that I'm 64 nautical miles on approach. I didn't realize that yet.
Alright, what did the VA give me though? Landing rate, yep, 131.49.
Yeah, that could be a problem too. Yeah, watch out for the, if you're too low and the trees can block the runway for your visual. Oh, forgot what I'm doing here. I'm talking and now I can stop the pirate.
What'd you guys land on? 9 or 27? 9.
9.
PIREP has been filed.
Yep, mine got accepted too. 40 minutes.
Okey-doke.
How come you're not in my air traffic window?
Because I'm that far out.
You're in mine. I'm following you right now.
Maybe because you don't see dented up airplanes.
I see mine.
I've got this thing pegged as best as I can. I could get a little bit more out of it, but I'm doing about 132 indicated. 131 is what it says when you hover over it.
Does it say MoonDog on his?
Yeah.
It does. Wonder why I can't.
Air traffic. I've got Andrew that I can see, but I don't see. I've got an A321, a CRJ 700, a 737, and a Learjet. Which also lets me do a reminder. Is it the next flight is another GA flight, and then the one after that is the 737.
I was wondering when that was coming up.
Let me take a look. I'll verify. Let's see here.
Which, if it is, I'm going to use the one from that free pack that you found there, Zig.
All right, so
Yeah.
so me and Zig and you guys are heading for Marsh Harbor right now, and then Great Harbor, and then Marsh Harbor to Great Harbor still GA light. Great Harbor to Linden International is still a GA light, and then it's Linden
Okay.
to, I'm not even trying to pronounce that one. But really, a 737 to fly 347 nautical miles? The engines aren't even going to get hot before we land.
Well, it might be for passenger capacity. That might be a highly traveled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they didn't want, they had everything as short flights for this. Nothing's over an hour. That, even with that 737, it's only about an hour's flight. If you flew it in this, it would be more like a 3-hour flight. Which the plane could do, but I think they've wanted, whoever developed the tour wanted something small. You know?
Right. I get you.
Oh, good. At least someone gets me tonight, because at the moment, even I don't get me tonight.
And for anyone who wonders what we're talking about, we are flying a tour that's set up on the Virtual Airline that we fly for. If you're interested in a Virtual Airline, there is a link to Mac Air in my video description.
We would be remiss to not mention that our friend BP flies for British Air Virtual Airline.
Yep.
And they're looking for pilots there too. So there are many, many options out there. But I do like our group there at Mac Air.
Yes, it has quite a bit of variety that you can do.
Yeah.
Now, did you see the 737 USA States tour?
Nope.
It's all flights in the 737. You start off in Juneau, Alaska, and you literally bounce around the entire United States, covering 16,000 miles until you land in Honolulu.
Are you signing us up?
Crap.
I figured one tour at a time,
One tour is
because that's a 3-part tour.
Is it a 3-hour tour?
No, 3-part, not
Oh.
3-hour. What is this? Gilligan's Island?
at times. Yeah, it definitely feels so.
There's 49 lakes to it total.
Oh, wow, that's
Between all 3 parts.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. I
But
mean, we've
hey,
already done around the world.
Yeah. That was almost that many lakes.
Yes, it
that's
was.
just around. That's just around the states, though, isn't it? Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, you start in Juneau, bounce around, end up in Honolulu.
Yes, definitely not a tube liner. It's at niche flight. Okay. I'm not.
Hmm?
I'm trying to figure out what his name is from Twitch here. That's in the channel, and he politely says, "Hooray! You're not flying a tube liner. Definitely not flying a tube liner." That's
We very rarely
Rarely
fly
fly.
those.
yeah.
We fly them only when the mood strikes us or when it's a necessity. Just because me and Zig usually crash them.
Yeah. I mentioned you want to fly the 757? No.
Nope.
You want to fly?
Oh,
You want to fly the 737? No.
gonna fly the DC-10? No.
Now, I do want to fly the 737 more.
Do you
I've
want to
flown
fly
that.
the Phenom?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please. All the
Phenom.
time.
The Phenom is the jet that we want to fly.
I do want to fly the 737 some more. I've flown that a handful of times and didn't mind it, but I don't trust it enough to do it on some of the longer stuff where I'm halfway paying attention.
The thing is, though, is that 757 was a nice flight that you and I, when we flew into Honolulu from LAX.
Talk
Remember
to me.
that?
Yeah.
That was a nice, uneventful flight over, granted, there was nothing but ocean beneath us, but
But the problem with that 757 is that it's glitchy. That's the problem.
not as bad as the DC-10.
No, but still glitchy. That's my problem with both of those. Is that
Well, if you don't want glitchy, you gotta pay like $70.
no,
Okay.
the 737 that we found isn't.
Would one of you mind
glitchy.
jumping over there and telling me, is that, how do you say that in the Twitch?
I don't know. I gotta pee.
Hold on.
Well, I'm thinking Andrew or Draco,
I'm
anyways,
going.
who can speak or maybe get German. I'm guessing German.
What?
Please to Nitschke. My Twitch thing there. I don't want to be mean to the gentleman. He's.
I don't
said hi
have
enough.
anything up on chat for me to look at.
It's not in Twitch.
I'm on Twitch. I don't have anything in the chat because I just got over there.
Ah.
Because
And
I now have 7 things open in my tab.
NIETZSCHE. I-
Hold on. I'm about to.
Here it is.
Had I known that I would be more than work in Twitch, I would have chosen a name like Bob. Well, yeah, that's. Well, okay, then we'll be nice. We'll leave you alone. You can just sort of lurk there
Is
as
it-
we fly in.
Is it Nietzsche? 77?
I'm thinking it's something along that line, but
Because Nietzsche is a pretty.
It's Japanese.
No.
yeah. He says yep.
Yes.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Is that also German? See, this is what's going to happen if you're going to be the only one in. You got to bring 4 or 5 friends with you.
After the German philosopher. I thought so.
Okay. That's what I kept wanting to go to, but I didn't know how it was spelled, and I'm not good with English, let alone German. So, thanks for stopping in, Nietzsche.
I'm
Nietzsche.
okay with
Nietzsche.
German.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche?
Yes.
Okay.
Nietzsche.
I'll butcher it about 4 more times.
Today, and then like
Yeah,
4 more
yeah,
times
yeah,
the next
4
time you tune in.
Yes.
4 more times after that.
It's not on purpose. I'm good at butchering.
And then he'll pop in next time, and his name will be Bob. You, and he'll have to tell you who he is, and be like, Nietzsche?
It'll be Bob with parentheses Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Just call me Bob.
But what about Bob?
That was one of the dumbest
Well,
movies I've ever
yeah,
seen.
The sad thing is, I watched the whole thing on it. There we go. Let's go outside view.
There are lights.
There are lights. Yes,
Would I lie
there-
about something like that?
There are lights at the airport that we're going to.
Well, I didn't remember that you said there were lights or not.
Yeah.
So we have Andrew on approach here.
I'm still following MoonDog. And of course, I have my tie downs and wheel chocks and everything on, so there are 4 lights.
Lights.
Oh, we have another Star Trek fan.
Do they have unlimited data?
That is still funny. Good job, Draco. Yeah. 13 miles out. Well, guess I should probably.
And if you're wondering what he meant about that, Nietzsche, you gotta ask one of them.
No, I think you should explain it. Always.
Why me?
Why not you?
I mean, it wasn't even a joke. It was just a humorous observation.
There's Andrew landing that ugly ass caravan.
It's a 206, but sure, it's a caravan.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It's a lawnmower with wings.
No, it's pretty much your 208. The only difference is I have 2 extra seats in the back.
I have a 208.
So you mean to tell me you can throw extra junk in the trunk?
Yep.
He's probably got a lot of junk in the trunk.
Whoa, no. I wasn't going that far.
Well, I'm just gonna assume. I mean, he's in Colorado. He's been munching on stuff for like the last 3 months. Just presuming, because I'm kidding, Andrew.
Making me nervous. You're talking about another man's trunk. And I was like, I'm done.
I am. I just that silence is me done. I'm just gonna step out of the plane
I'm
right
not
here.
even gonna say anything to it.
You know I can't leave. I couldn't leave it alone.
No.
Look, MoonDog, sun's rising.
Flight plan. Do we have a ILS by any chance for this?
Nope.
Nope.
Best you're
GPS.
gonna get is GPS.
All right.
Or you can just aim at the lights.
No, I can do GPS.
Because look, right there. There are 4 lights. Although, that's not the runway. And anybody watching my stream, if you're wondering how come MoonDog's trailing ropes behind him,
Yeah. Explain that one.
it's because I have my plane tied down, and parked already. So any of the planes that have that feature, when I look at them, will have the ropes already tied, attached, and the pitot heat cover on, and wheel chucks on.
So it's pretty awesome how I've got wheel chucks staying up underneath the wheels while flying at 100 knots.
Well, look at it this way. If they're rubber, they're just extra flotation devices for water.
Oh, I won't need that. I better not this time. What are we doing? What'd I do? 9. I did 9. I don't want to select the runway again. I want to announce that, announce position, and come back over here.
How far out are you?
Well, I'm turning to make the run on Roach. So
Does that say 50? Oh, you never updated your
oh crap! No, I
Y
didn't.
flat, did you?
No, I didn't.
I was like, does that say you're 59 miles? Are you going the wrong way?
Yes, I am. Let's see here. If we do this. Now, does that fix it a little bit better?
Oh no, it hasn't updated yet.
Sure does.
I'm still seeing.
24.
No, it'll change.
There we go, 24.
So what's this other airport that's well lit that we decided not to land on?
The one you're not supposed to land at?
Yeah, I know.
VOR.
It's a VOR airport. I'm just impressed that somebody actually came up with the name Nietzsche. I'm actually somewhat familiar with Nietzsche, with the Nietzsche and the itching and the scratchy.
Pinky in the brain too?
A little bit.
A little bit. There's nothing wrong being familiar with Pinky in the brain.
Get the brain.
How far out were you, MoonDog?
He's 23 out now.
3.
Oh, 23.
So, little known fact. Does you guys probably won't remember because you guys are older than me, and Andrew probably won't know what I'm talking about because he's younger than me. But there was, back in the 80s and 90s, there was a cartoon called Tiny Toons.
Yeah, watched it all the time with my kids.
I think so.
Did you know that there's an episode that only aired once, and it was so controversial they never aired it again?
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
know
just
of it,
late?
but
They're small.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they're children. There was
Yeah.
an episode where they'd steal a beer
Oh
drink
yeah,
it.
that episode
and then drive the car off a cliff and all die.
where they drink
I
one bottle of beer and they
Yep.
all get like alcoholic.
I wonder why it was controversial.
And yet, figure this was
I
like,
had to deal with him driving the car.
I mean, who wants to see Porky Pig driving a car? I mean, jeez.
He's driven plenty of cars. He's even flown planes. The
But he
sad
drives
thing,
But he does it with no pants on.
well,
But then
Yeah.
again, MoonDog's flying a plane right now with no pants on, so.
Right?
BP was farming earlier with no pants on.
I'm assuming he had shorts on.
Yes, he did. That was what was stated.
Hey,
Nietzsche
MoonDog,
goes,
your
the
hands
late
down."
80s to early 90s. We were much more realistic in our cartoons then.
Yeah, because Bugs Bunny stopping the Beef 47 from falling out of the sky by putting on the air brakes. Yeah. That was believable.
MoonDog, your gear's down.
Twitch
Yes.
Stewie says, "Isn't no pants sort of genius?"
Can be.
And technically, that all those episodes, that episode you're referring to, Moondog, was 1942,
Yeah.
and it was a B-17
B-17. Okay. Well, he did several planes
because
where
he was dealing with a gremlin in the plane.
there was that one. There was also the one where he was the brand new airship that parked right over top of his hole, and he crawled up and piloted that. That was a brand new airliner, which was more like the DC-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he had the same issue where he stopped that one from falling out of the sky by putting the air brakes on. The air brakes gag was done, I'm guessing, 4 or 5 times. I also liked the episodes where he ate the radiated carrots and made him super Bugs Bunny.
But that's one thing I've noticed. You can't find any of those Bugs Bunny, the
Oh.
Warner Brothers cartoons from the 40s and 50s anymore. They showed them all the time back in the late 80s and early 90s, and all of a sudden they just went away.
Well, would you want your kids walking around with an anvil, dropping it on your friends' head?
Absolutely.
In that case, I want to keep you away from me because I'm sure you would drop an anvil on my head.
How else is my son gonna learn? If you put up a little tiny umbrella, it's gonna stop that anvil.
It never did stop the anvil.
Well, see, if he watched that, he would learn, wouldn't he?
On top of it, walking out onto that wire with the anvil, and it's sinking all the way down to the ground.
And then you let go of it, and it catapults you into space.
Yeah.
Ah, great times. And the folksy wisdom of Foghorn Leghorn. I say, boy, I say. Oh, the shit we talk about. And you can tell when Zig is completely checked out from the conversation because you never hear anything out of him.
Well,
Sorry.
we start doing that or Star Trek, and he's just going to check out. So,
He's like, yeah, I'm done.
unless it's unlimited data, he doesn't want to know about it.
Yeah.
All right, come on. How close am I? Not very. All right. I should be turning onto it here pretty quick. That means airport should be over there. Anyone spot it with all them lights? Or lack of lights?
Oh no, there's lights.
Yeah, there should be lights.
No, but I'm too far to actually see the runway.
Yeah, it hasn't rendered in yet.
Yeah. But over there somewhere.
Oh, I hope our next flight on the next stream is right about this time, maybe a little later.
Takeoff on the next one is 11 Zulu, but it might would be about 6 a.m.
Because the sunrises and sunsets with Rex 4 are incredible.
They are pretty darn good. Right. Back to speed off a little bit more again. Go flaps 1. La-dee-dee, la-dee-da. Feel like Curly cooking a mutton pie or something. Okay, we can talk about Looney Tunes, but no one remembers the Three Stooges.
Oh, I was just remembering one of my favorite episodes was the one where they accidentally hooked the water up to the electricity and had water
the
shooting
plumbers.
out of light sockets, and the woman turned on the TV to show off to her friends.
You know, you never hear about the student loan debt of the Tiny Toons. They should be swimming in that, having gone to Acme University and all.
Wow, I imagine Porky Pig probably became a raging alcoholic after being unable to meet his plan. Wow.
Who put all that in?
Nietzsche?
Oh.
He just went dark really quick.
Twitch Stewie says neither Bugs or Foghorn had pants.
No.
I said. Come here, boy.
Well, think about it. Mickey Mouse walked around with gloves and pants and shoes, but no shirt.
Well, okay, Minnie Mouse ran around in a dress all the time. Okay. Bugs Bunny's wife always had a dress and wore the pants anytime that they threw her in there.
Yeah.
Sylvester never had pants, but it seemed like if it was a female character, the cartoon character was dressed at least somewhat appropriately, but the guys were always half naked or whatever. No one recognized that.
And really, if you think about it, Sylvester was the first gay character on TV. He always had Pepe Le Pew chasing him.
Oh yeah, Pepe Le Pew.
It wasn't Sylvester that was being chased. It was always the female black cat that ended up getting...
No, it would be Sylvester too. If he'd get that white... somehow he'd end up with a white stripe down his back. And Pepe Le Pew would... at least there was a few cartoons where Pepe Le Pew confused him for being a skunk.
Is this thing going to turn on to...
It will, eventually.
I'm that close. I'm just wishing it to turn already, and it just hasn't yet.
Here's a real brain scratcher for you. How come Daffy Duck could fly, but Donald Duck couldn't?
Because Daffy Duck was Warner Brothers, and Donald Duck wasn't.
and Goofy was a dog, and Pluto was a dog. But how come Goofy got to talk, and Pluto didn't?
Same answer.
Privileges.
Oh, wait a minute.
They're both Disney.
They were both Disney. Okay. One had higher education.
Really? You want to say Goofy had a higher education?
I feel like Pluto has the higher education.
Okay, higher education can still be relevant. Or possibly relevant.
But you had to wonder if Daffy Duck had some brain damage, because he always ended up getting into arguments with Bugs Bunny, and always ended up getting his beak shot across his face. Pluto had his tongue cut out in a unfortunate, never aired episode where he stole a pie and was caught. It's totally a fact.
I do recall that. It makes sense now. Yes, of course. All right, I'm lined up on it.
Was that episode called Mickey Eats a Tongue Sandwich?
I don't think so. That's 75. I'd like to get a little bit less speed. Back this off a little bit more.
I do know one thing's for sure. You never want to be the mother character in a Disney film.
No.
It may have been called
No,
A
the
Taste of Crime. Wow. He is clever.
Of course, it's Nitschke. Nitschke.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. It was
Christ
one of them.
Like
Nietzsche.
Ichini.
It was Bob. Lights on.
So Nietzsche, as soon as he gets
Nietzsche.
your name right, change it.
Yes. Go to something simple and difficult like Draco. I have
Yeah,
a
he
hard
calls me
time-
Zig all the time,
Yeah.
and then can't figure out how come nobody answers him.
Oh, if this was a quote-unquote tube liner, I would have been landed hours ago. What did you say? Okay, Curly. That was more Curly Joe like.
Is Joe here?
Curly Joe, not Joe. Oh, Joe. Yeah, Joe fell asleep the one night, didn't he?
I was
Stay
told-
on it. We could see nice scenery down there.
I was told once that I look like Curly and Shrek had a baby.
Curly and Shrek. Hmm.
Yep.
Huh.
Still trying to figure out the dynamics of Shrek, who's male, and Curly, who's male, having a baby together.
Oh my god, MoonDog. Just land the plane already.
You want me to just drive it into the ground? Because it probably will.
Don't forget your gear's still up, MoonDog.
It is not. Leave me alone. Go on autopilot in this thing.
Are your wings up?
Yes, wings are up.
Put
Flaps
your
are
gear
down. Flaps are down.
Gear
Gears down.
Open your doors, give you a little extra lift.
I don't need lift. Need some ventilation. I'm gonna pass gas in the back.
Well, you're the one always eating, so.
In the back. I'm in the front. It's in the back.
Well, where do you expect gas to come out of? If it's coming out of a different side of you, you got problems.
Go sit down in the back of the planes. Now they update it about 3 to. I think I'm at 30.21. It's 30.18. I'm moving slow enough. I can. That. Drop the throttles way down. Because I am not going to have over 300 on this one.
So there are no real tall trees right at the end of the runway for you guys.
There's not really. There's this one that I'm missing and one to the left here.
Okay.
Actually, I slowed it down too much. I gotta make sure I get to the runway.
Hi, Cody. Welcome back. You got back just in time to watch MoonDog land. Now, keep in mind, I have a little bit different scenery than them. So, while he's landing on a runway for him, for what we're seeing, he's landing on a taxiway.
That says -83.
Nice job.
Oh, Zig had the worst landing.
Yep. So, MoonDog's on the ground, and
Yep.
on that note, we would
What'd
like
you
to
get,
thank
Zig?
everybody. 3 something, 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 something.
Yeah.
That was just on the first bounce, though, so I don't know what they didn't tell me on the second bounce.
Or the third.
Yeah, or the third or the fourth might have been a little bit less, but apparently it officially counted the first bounce. So that being said, we would like to thank everybody that stopped in tonight and hung out for a little bit. And be sure and check out the rest of the members of the Monkey Show, and certainly the main monkey himself, BP. And you got Cavalier Roy, Stu B, Farmer Dad. Help me out, MoonDog.
You mentioned Cavalier Roy, Kev the
Farmer
Blue Bear,
Dad,
Stu B.
Kev the Blue Bear, Stu B, yeah. We'll be doing the. I probably won't be streaming it, but BP will be streaming the Around the World extravaganza, which we are raising money for the Ronald McDonald House charity. There's a link in all of our video descriptions on YouTube if you would like to donate to that, or tune in at 2 o'clock Central. Is that right? 1 o'clock Central.
1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock
2 o'clock
Eastern.
Eastern.
2 o'clock Eastern for another installment of that on Saturday afternoon. Did I forget anything else, guys?
Just real quick, Cody. Yeah, so it is different depending on what level of scenery you have.
It's due to the vectors, I think. That's the only difference that we have.
Oh,
I have the
Draco
North
had-
American LC. You guys have vectors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, once again, if you guys like what you saw here, make sure you throw us a like and hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, or that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Check out everybody else in the Monkey Show too. And
Yep.
I think that's
we'll
it.
be
Right?
back on, let's see, tonight's Tuesday. We'll be back Saturday night. We stream FSX on Tuesdays and Saturday evenings, 9 o'clock Central. So, yeah, unless you guys got anything.
Just one thing: if Andrew parks his plane inside of my plane one more time, I'm going to put him somewhere in chat.
Here, hold it. I'll back up just a bit.
And on that note, we'll see you all on Saturday.
See you guys later.
Later.